Hello and welcome everyone to the Tech Sharmit podcast. Today I'm here with another special guest, Jannik Reinhard. He has joined us all the way from Germany. If I talk about his technical expertise, then he is a dual Microsoft MVP in the area of Security-Intune and AI platform Azure AI services. Not only this, he is also contributing a lot to the IT community through his books and open source projects. So, in this episode, we are going to learn a lot from his wealth of experience and wisdom. But before we start the discussion, I would like to thank Yannick for joining us in this episode. And now I request you to please initiate the discussion by telling us something about yourself.
Yeah, sure. Thank you to having me in this episode. As you already mentioned, my name is Jannik Reinhard. I'm 26 years old. I'm located in Germany. I'm working in a large chemistry company in Germany, and I'm working as technical lead for the topic AIOps with a goal to bring AI into the IT environment to gain more insights, what's happened to become more proactive and stuff like this. And as you also said, I'm a Microsoft MVP. This means also outside of my professional life, I spend a lot of time on the PC, to writing blogs, or also to prepare presentations, to speak at events, and yeah, I have a lot of fun with it.
Okay, so it means there are many things that we can discuss in this session and we can learn a lot from your experience. But we will start from the very basic one. Like, can you share your journey, like how it started, particularly in IT field, and how you later transition from your senior solution architect role to a modern device management or to a technical lead in AI ops?
Yes, I start my career exactly 10 years ago. I joined my company on the 1st of August 2014. But my initial goal was not to work in IT. My goal was to have a typical office job. But for some reasons, I came into this topic, and this was one of my best decisions in my life to work in IT because I enjoy every day where I'm working, and I have a lot of fun with it. And during this time, I made educational training. I decided not to study. This was a decision from me. I decided to use my time more to educate myself on a target, on a specific topic where I'm interested in, and become very good in this topic. This was my decision. And to your question, how I transform from workplace management into the AIOps topic. In the end, this was also a bit luck.
Okay.
I maybe I start from the beginning. I came into this modern workplace management topic, and I was quite new in this area. I spent then a lot of time to educate myself, to learn what it meant, how it works, what is cloud management. And I decide here to start to blogging, to not only educate myself, to also write down what I learned, to also share this with others. And with this, I had a lot of fun. I write more or less weekly blogs. I develop solutions, tools, open source, and all this stuff. And then in my company, I had the task to also look into topics like analytics and monitoring, how this could help to improve workplaces, how it help to improve user experiences. And with this, I realized that analytics and classical monitoring is not the whole journey. In the end, when you want to have valuable insights, you need the whole chain because IT is often complex, and
Yes.
you have to understand what's happening in network, in data centers, and everywhere else. And after this, I also realized, okay, we can build nice dashboards, we can look at a lot of data, But this is not the future. Then you need to apply AI to become more proactive, because I think no person is able to monitor all this data, to look every day at dashboards. This is nothing what is future oriented. And this was the beginning where I looked into AI, and also here I was very motivated to came deep in these topics, and also blogged about this and speak at events about AI topics. And now I'm fully working on innovative AI stuff.
Okay, so with with this introduction, we can say that within a shorter period of time, like you have explored various domains of the IT sector. So it's really very inspiring for others, because not only you are learning it for yourself, but you are also sharing your knowledge through your blogs. And because of this knowledge sharing habit, like you are also awarded as an dual Microsoft MVP in two areas, Security-Intune and AI platforms or AI services. So what does it mean to be a Microsoft MVP, and how has this recognition influenced your career?
In the end, this changed a lot in my life. I was awarded last year in February, only in the Intune category. Former name was Enterprise Mobility. And from this, it starts that you get more, that you have more possibilities, that you can speak at events, that more people look at your content, that also more people reach out to you. This means it's very a lot of fun, and I cannot say how much impressions and how much experience and gain during this time. But it's also very a lot of work.
Right.
And then this year I was also awarded in the second category in AI, because I also started to produce content about AI stuff last year. And now I have a challenge to to bring content also for both. But as
Okay.
already mentioned several times, it's a lot of fun to do this. And also in the AI area, there's a lot of new movements, a lot of new innovations, a lot of new things where you can blog about. But also in Intune, there's always movings, new innovations, new nice features. Also, this is a lot of fun. But this is not longer what I do in my professional life. This is now completely my hobby. But AI is also what I do in my daily business.
Okay. So here I would say, like, IT does not seems only a job to you, it's your passion. So what aspects of IT excite you the most, and how you are enjoying your work profile, apart from like your professional thing you are already doing? But apart from this, what all things are there which is excitement for you?
For me, what I need is challenges.
Okay.
And also in IT, you have everyday new challenges. The biggest challenge is to follow all these innovations, new features, new trends, to keep on track, to also took decision. Hey, is this a path I still want to follow, or do I want to go one step back and use a more innovative or new way to implement stuff? In the end, IT brings you every day something new, and you don't have so much repeatable task. Every day
Yes.
there is new challenges and new things what you can discover, and also learn new things. I think the biggest and the most important thing in the IT is your mindset, that you are willing to learn every
Right.
day.
Yes, I completely agree with you. Like every day we have to deal with different kind of challenges or obstacle might be there. So here, like I want to ask one question on behalf of all those freshers who just recently started their career in the IT sector. So how you tackle those challenges? Because we all know that someday, like, we have to deal with the challenges. If we are not dealing, that means we are not on the right path. Because
Mm.
if you are learning something, for sure there should be some challenges. So, what is your approach in order to tackle those obstacles, those challenges, and how you deal with these things?
Mhm. I think this is something what is very individual. How people handle such challenges, how people learn. My approach to do this is try it out. I'm not the one who participated courses or who looks hours of videos and this stuff. I try to try it out, try to get something to work, to play around with new features, new technologies, and also spending a lot of time into this to educate myself, because I see this more as investment in myself. And as already mentioned, it's also a lot of fun for me to try new things out.
Yes, right. And this is one of the main thing that you shared with all, that if you are spending time on yourself in order to educate yourself, then for sure, like you will be able to deal with all those obstacles and challenges whenever you face it. It doesn't matter like if you are working for IT sector in any domain, if you are learning by the time, and if you are training your mindset, then for sure it will help you for the longer way. Okay. And
Exactly. Really
Yannick,
agree.
like you are also creating a blogs actively. You are supporting through your blogs to the IT community. So, like, how you are selecting those topics? Like, you love to blog about the IT topics, as we know, and you share your knowledge with others. So, what drives you to share the insights, and what impact have you seen from your blogging efforts? Because, like, you are also observing, like, yes, these are the things that is helping other IT members. So, yeah.
Yeah, in the end, I combine this more or less. If I see there's a new feature, or if there is something out like Copilot Studio, this was something I think I want to try it. Nothing has nothing to do with my work. It's only out of curiosity to see how
Okay.
this works, on which state this product is, and then I say, hey, I blog about this. Then I look into this topic. I learned something. I can share it. But also, if I have some challenges, I put this in a blog. Then not only I solve this challenge, then also someone else can participate from this. And this is very important. That I can share everything what I learned also with others. Regarding what was the reach, or what was the influence from my blogs, or why I do this, in the end, I think when you write a blog, the best feeling what you can have, if you see you help someone, if someone reach
Yes.
out to you and say, "Hey, thank you. Hey, this was a nice post. This was a nice tool. It helps me. I apply this." And this is exactly why I do this,
Yes.
to help other peoples to see that they have a benefit out of this. And this is the greatest gift what you can have if you do blogging.
Yes. And I think that's only matter at the end. Like if someone is sending you the mails that yes, these things that which you shared over your blogs or through your videos are somewhere helping them in order to solve their day-to-day challenges. So that's what really matter at the end. Like yes, we are doing something that is helping others. So that's really the thing that really inspire all the content creator, whether it's a blogger or a YouTube creator or any creator. So yeah, that's I agree. And now I would like to ask a bit about your current profile. Like, could you please share some of the biggest challenges like you might have faced in your modern device management or maybe AI ops? Any particular challenges you think like yes, it was the issue and how you deal with that?
Okay. One issue is I'm a person who is always open for changes.
Yeah.
But to to educate myself that someone sometimes it's also good to stick to an idea for a longer time and not directly change it again. This is something what is a challenge about my mindset, because I always want to work with new stuff. I always like it when something is new, but it's not always the best. It's in a lot of cases it makes sense, but not in all cases. This is one point, and another point. This is a challenge, but this is exactly where I have fun with is sometimes when the products are not so far than the state what you want to have. This means you use a product like Intune and a feature is missing. You have the possibility, you have to wait. But I often go this way to be creative because with Azure, you have more or less unlimited possibilities. Also, if you can script a bit, if you can program, you can solve often these product gaps by your own. But I also like this to work with a product groups, to give them feedback, to show them which features would be nice and what is the benefit behind. Also, this is something what I like, but also to find solutions for gaps in the products.
Okay. All right. And from your perspective, like what are some of the most exciting trends in AI and IT operation that professionals should be paying attention to? Because nowadays we know that AI is growing rapidly. So what are those areas or trends that everyone should be pay attention to?
Yeah, I think IT is growing. It's a big hype. Something what is now very important to figure out what is in trend and what is really a benefit. Because I see that a lot of products say, "Hey, we use AI," but sometimes there's not so much behind. And this is something where I think in the next years it's important to find the balance. Where does it make sense to apply AI, and where is it only to promote the products. This is one point. But what I also see is currently everyone pushes co-pilots,
Yes.
chatbots, whatever, to bring this together. I think I like it that you have this embedded experience, like when you open Outlook and you write an email, you only have to give some keywords and you don't have to take care about the whole text. Or what I really like in my daily work is GitHub Copilot. This is a very amazing product. It saves me unlimited of time and increased my productivity a lot. But what is also important to bring the worlds also together. Every vendor spams with copilots, but I see the future more to bring this into one single interface. This means it doesn't matter if I ask questions about Microsoft, ServiceNow, or whatever product, that you have one single entrance channel, maybe in Teams, maybe in another product, which is routed to the correct domain. But this is something where I think currently is not the correct time, but this is something in maybe 2-3 years, we will see also here trends to have more interfaces, more plugins and stuff like this, that you don't have 1,000 bots. If you want to talk about finance, you spot one. If you want to talk about AI, you spot two. This is something I don't like, but
Okay.
hopefully this will change.
Okay. All right. And if we talk about mentorship or the inspiration, so are there any particular books, maybe podcasts, resources, or maybe any person that you think like, yes, he's the person who has influenced your life or your approach to your work? So could you please share about that?
Uh, Yeah, I'm have not this role model, someone where I'm fully follow, but I have
Okay.
a lot of different persons where I think they do
Yes.
a good job. I constantly follow some different YouTube channels, which makes tutorials, who tries out stuff, who also goes a bit deeper, and I think here you can also learn a lot. For example, to understand what's behind when they're like this CrowdStrike stuff, or everything. When something happens, you have it big in the newspapers everywhere, but it's also important to understand it some levels deeper, why this happened, what was
Yes.
the cause behind, and then you can learn a lot. And for this, I think YouTube or some of his platforms are good. There are very good content, but I cannot name you one person or one product
Yes.
where I say, hey, this changed my life. It's more or less multiple content creator, also sometimes small content creators, which brings a lot of value. What I also like is the blog platform Medium. Here you have very deep dive blogs also, especially in the AI area. Also, to read something what maybe is not 100% related to what I did, but it's always good if you can also widen your knowledge also about other stuff in IT, because IT is not always one topic. IT is mostly more complex, and it
Ways.
helps when you also understood other areas. For sure, you cannot be expert in everything. You need focus, but it's good when you have some basic knowledge also about other areas.
Okay. All right. Okay. And here again, I would like to ask one question, specifically for those like who wanted to start their career in the domain of modern device management or AIOps. So, what resources or the first step would you recommend to them, like to initially start with?
Yeah, for me, the most helpful stuff what I did was to deploy me an own Azure tenant. Um,
Okay.
in the end, when you have an Azure tenant, you can deploy services, you can try out how this works. You can build your Intune lab where you deploy devices with autopilot. You can look at the logs. You can look at sometimes at different parts like DLLs. I'm also sometimes curious what's in the code to decompile them and see how this works. Only try out, deploy in tenant, think about what interests you. Also, when I see an Azure service I never used, I deploy them only to see how does it work, what is the purpose behind, try it and then remove it again. But this is boost very your knowledge and your feeling also how stuff works when you try it out.
Okay. Okay, all right. And now, like, although we have many things that we can discuss in this podcast, but just because of the limitation of time, I would ask to last question for the discussion, which is related to your hobbies. So, like we know that you are love to do blogging, and you are also passionate about the IT sector. But what other things apart from this, uh, or maybe the interest do you pursue outside of your professional life that help you to stay motivated and inspired?
Yeah, for me, it's very important. I spend very a lot time on this place to sitting
Okay.
before my PC to have something, to also have a bit movement, to be active. This means I make a lot of sports. I drive mountain bike and in general a lot of bike. I also go jogging. This means for me it's important to also be active, not only sitting, to also do
Yes.
some activities. But I also love to spend time with my family, with my friends. Also, this is very important. And a big passion of myself is also to travel, to see some stuff. And in the end, the nicest thing for me is if I can combine both worlds, if I can travel somewhere to an event, can present on this event, but can also spend some time to make a bit vacation, to relax, but also to discover the environment.
Okay. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Yannick, for joining us in this episode and for sharing your expertise with all of us. So thank you once again for joining.
Thank you very much to having me. It was fun.
Thank you.